Okay, I think we're live. Hello, everybody. I'm Elise. I am the host of Libronauts Book Club, a monthly science fiction book club. We read books every month. Sometimes we do live shows, sometimes we don't, but we always have member chats over on Fable, so be sure to follow us there. Today I have with me Yvette of Libronauts as the co-host. For the book that we read. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. Cousins from a Distant Son by Tamar Myers.
Thanks.
Yvette, you are a return co-host, but do you want to give a little introduction?
Yeah. Hi, everybody. My name's Yvette. I'm on Instagram as Libronauts, and my favorite genres and books are fantasy, romance, and then I really like it having book clubs that get me outside my comfort zone. So I love this one doing sci-fi, which is kind of close to fantasy. So I feel like it's close, but like Jessie does her mysteries and thrillers. So I like I like being able to. What was that?
My dog, he's chewing like a rawhide thing, and apparently something grossed him out. He just gagged.
He does not like what I'm saying.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. That was funny. But I like to, like I say, I just kind of dabble in the other ones with fun book clubs and everything.
Yeah, for sure. Now, is this the second or third time that
Third
you've
third time
third?
because we did The Martian
Right.
and we did
Dungeon Crawler Carl?
Dungeon Crawler
Okay.
Carl. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
Awesome.
yeah,
Well, thank you for joining me for a third time.
yeah, it's been great.
Um, I completely blanked on what I was going to say. Oh, what are some like amazing books that you've read recently? I've been in a little bit of a slump, and I don't know if it's because being pregnant, my attention span is just not there. Um, so yeah, I've been in a slump, but I'm very curious, like what awesome books have you read lately?
Let me see what I have read lately. For one thing, no, not real. One that I read like a little bit ago that I feel like I haven't heard a ton about. I heard a little bit, and I'm like, I feel like it did get like press, but I didn't see a ton reading it, but I really liked it, and so I kind of like to hype it up.
Mhm.
It was A Stage Set for Villains.
Oh, yeah, I haven't heard
It's
of
a
that.
really pretty book, red cover, and it has two little players, like people on it, and there's a person who's marionetting them,
Mm.
and it was really interesting. Like I said, it was YA, which I don't gravitate to quite often
Mhm.
because no matter what, YA has to have a love triangle, and I hate love triangles. Like that's the only thing they ever do because they're like, we can't be spicy, so what we'll do is have
Right.
two people in love with her. So,
Yep.
uh, so I really liked it though. It was a standalone, and I thought it was well written, kind of like Greek mythology inspired, and
Okay.
the players are on a stage, and you can become one of the gods and become a player.
Oh, wow.
It was a really interesting take on things. A little bit of, what was that one ML Rio wrote?
Oh, If We Were Villains.
Yeah, yeah, where I did not like that one personally,
Hmm.
but like this one is what my idea of what dark academia with some fantasy should be.
Yeah.
So I really liked it. That was a little bit ago. This is kind of late to the game, but I just read the One Dark Window series.
Oh, yeah.
So those two were great. Um, and then obviously I reread The Deal and the Off Campus
Hmm.
books. So those ones were really fun. Um, what else is fun? Like cozy book I read was Stay for a Spell.
Okay.
That one was really sweet. It was a lady owning a bookshop
Hmm.
and a pirate comes into her bookshop one day, and I was like,
Oh.
all for it. Like, yes, bring on the pirates. That was a fun, cozy one. I really liked both Shield of Sparrows, and I know like the second book in Shield of Sparrows got a lot of like mixed reviews, but I really liked it. I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and Violet Thistlewaite is not a villain anymore.
Was that really good?
Super cute. Like,
Yay.
I loved that one. That one, and then wait, there was one other that was also like um cozy and super cute. I just have to look back at where I read it. When did I read it? An Ancient Witch's Guide to Modern Dating. It
That,
was so cute.
that
It's
sounds
like,
familiar.
yes. Do I have it over there? It is just the sweetest book,
Okay.
and it's all about like loving your inner beauty, and just like she's kind of she's a hag, and she thinks she's an evil witch, but they everybody around, like, she goes to a place and she gets thrown into the modern world.
Hmm.
She was a witch, like a 18th century witch, and she gets thrown into the modern world, and she thinks that she's attacking, people are very kind to her in places, and she thinks she needs to take potions to make herself beautiful, and the guy's like, wait,
Oh.
you changed yourself. I don't like this version as much. Like, he's like, you're beautiful. Yeah, sure, you're beautiful now, but I liked you as you were. I was like, yes,
Oh,
so
that's
what?
sweet.
So in general, just a very sweet book.
Oh.
That was one a while back, but yeah. And I'm reading Harvest Season.
Mm-hmm.
So I read Tourist Season. Yeah, they're all
Hmm.
seasons. I read Tourist Season. I really liked that one. I'm reading Harvest Season. I don't know if I like it as much as Tourist Season, but I
Yeah.
think people will like it. I'm seeing Bryn Weaver tomorrow. So
Oh, really?
yeah,
Very cool.
she's in Arizona. So that was a long one. I'm sorry for. Do you have any others? I know you said you were in a slump, but were there any others for you that you've kind of liked?
Hmm, I mean, I did read, so I've only finished two books so far this month,
Mm-hmm.
one of which is the book club pick that I finished
Nice.
an hour ago. But I did read The Last Letter by Rebecca Yarros at the
Oh,
beginning of the
okay.
month.
Yeah.
Bawled my eyes out. Atlas, must you be noisy? Oh my goodness. Yeah, bawled my eyes out. Oh, hi.
She's there with me.
So yeah, that one was very emotional.
Oh,
But it was good. I flew through it. It was 5 stars.
I thought
Um,
about giving that a read because it's very different from her other writing.
right, right. But other than that, I've been DNFing a lot. I'm
Oh, that's
halfway
not.
through a lot of books, including the 7 Year Slip, One Dark Window.
Oh, One Dark Window. Okay.
Yeah, it's not that I wasn't enjoying it. It's just
Yeah.
like I'll start a book and then I'm like not super excited to pick it back up for
It's
whatever
funny because I
reason.
think I saw, like, we picked up One Dark Window right around the same time. Actually, I was like,
Yeah.
oh look, like he's also reading it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm like 15% of the way in and haven't made any progress in a couple weeks.
Oh
So,
no, that's funny.
yeah.
It was
But,
I Yeah, I ended up really liking it. So maybe once you start feeling it again, and you go and like I fantasy I seem to be okay with, like
mhm,
almost always because I really enjoy it, but romance, if I sometimes I'll just be like, I cannot stand it some
mhm,
days. Like,
mhm,
and I think that I always say that romance pulls on everybody's heartstrings differently because we all like
mhm.
to be loved differently.
Exactly.
So that one is so polarizing to me. So I'll
Yeah.
be reading one and I'll be like, I hate this. And I know somebody else liked it, but those are the ones that like I definitely go in seasons. And I'm like, I cannot read a romance for a while.
Yeah. Yep. And there's definitely only certain romance authors that I feel like
Yeah.
I can give a try because other ones, like if they're way too fluffy, like what's the one? Adams, something Adams.
Oh, Sarah Adams.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hers are just too fluffy. I can't get
Hmm.
into them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I I liked the first one okay, but the second one was the one that I just like really liked.
really, okay.
Mhm.
See, I haven't even gotten to this. Like I have it.
Yeah.
I think it's listed on my Pango, honestly.
Oh,
But
really? Yeah,
this,
yeah.
yeah. But I mean,
Yeah.
like the first one was fine, but I'm like,
Yeah. I did feel that way about the first one as well. A lot of people are like, "When in Rome, so cute, loved it
yeah.
so much," and I was like, "I liked it. I mean, I gave it 4 stars. I liked it. I enjoyed it." But
Mhm.
the second one, and again, because of how romance is, it's how it like I felt like I was that character. Like if
Mhm.
I was to tell you a character in a book that was so me, that second book, I'm like, that's so me.
Mhm.
So I loved the second book, and then the other ones like they kind of drifted, and I agree with you.
Yeah.
And the same with Jen DeLuca. Have you
Oh,
read
I
Well?
I haven't tried any of hers.
I love Well Met. Like it's one of my favorite romances.
Yeah.
And then some of her other ones, I was like, The second one, I was just like, it's okay. The third one, I liked again.
Mhm.
And then the fourth one, I was like, you should have stopped when you were ahead. It's like, and then I just read that she's publishing another one. I was like, oh no. I was
Oh
like, I don't
no.
know how I feel about this because
Yeah.
I loved the first one so much.
Mhm.
But sometimes it's just like, why did you continue? Like, go into another world setting and
Yeah.
like
Give
you've
something
done,
else a try.
yeah, you've done all the brothers, you've done all the band players, you've done all the like now you've done the friends, the children of the people, and that's what the off campus is like.
Oh,
They
really?
that whole series. I've only read some of them, but like it's all the hockey players in the first round, and then it's the friends of the girls in the second
Mhm.
round, and then it's their children in the third. It's just
Oh
like
my goodness.
you really grabbed a niche and stuck with
Stuck
it.
with it.
But people love them.
Well, I mean, I guess if it sells, why
Yeah,
why not,
yeah,
right?
yeah. It's like the James Patterson of romance.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, do you want to go ahead and give the spoiler-free synopsis for Cousins from a Distant Son? I always like used to. I think I'm getting better, but I used to butcher that title so badly.
Yeah,
Um,
I'd said a few times cousins from a distant Earth.
oh,
I kept on saying that, and I was like, "There's only one Earth." Like,
yeah.
why do I keep on saying that? Yes,
Okay, perfect.
I
Go
can
ahead.
do that. I have I have some notes of the names at least, so I don't forget. Um, but synopsis of it is that it follows an archaeologist. Her name is Ruth Baker, which she is not just Ruth; she is Ruth Baker throughout the whole book, and she's archaeologist, and she is in Peru. She is at a site, and they discover 3 skeletons. Not her personally, but
Mhm.
in Peru, they find 3 skeletons, and they, based off of the skeletal type, they say that these people would have been 9 feet tall and pretty heavy as well. And their muscle, it showed that they would have had muscle though, so they would have been these big giant humans. Um, and they date, carbon date everything, and I think they say that they are only about 50 years old.
Mhm.
They're not from way back when, Neanderthals or something like that. And so she is going to go to the site to have a discovery, see what it's about. Sometimes these become hoaxes, but they're saying this is real. And
Mhm.
she's going to go off with another archaeologist. What's his name?
Ronald, I believe.
Ronald, that's
Yeah.
right. Which is funny because he had red hair.
Yeah.
So she's gonna go off with Ronald. On the way, there is a what she thinks is a native Indian from Peru, and he stops her, and he kind of says he starts talking to her, and she gets a little bit uneasy. But he's like, I need you to come see my people. We need you. There's something you need to see, and only you can do it. He doesn't give her anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, I'm sorry. I mean, maybe later I can do that to help you, but I need to go to the site. And he goes, oh, well, it's on the way. So we can go. And so she goes with him, and which, well, we'll get into that later. She goes off with him, and along the way, he takes her to these caverns, and he says, you need to bathe before you go, and you need to leave your stuff. We're gonna go visit my people. They're in this this cave, and that's the only way to get to them. And I don't think I said this, but he's about 7 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
She realizes, and soon you realize that those skeletons belong to his people. And I don't think this is spoiler at this point because it talks about it, but he's going to show her they are not aliens. They are a race that was they started out as Chinese. Actually, they were from China. Aliens took these people and modified them. They took them and they modified them and made them their slaves. And then the aliens brought them back and left them. So they are the race that got modified and are now back on Earth. And so, I mean, I guess what would we call them? They're not aliens, but if we saw them today, we might think they were, because
Right.
they're so different. They're a different almost species to us. So while they're from Earth, they were never raised on Earth. Some of them weren't raised on Earth. So he brings her, and now that the skeletons have been found, he wants her there to help and bring his people back, and introduce them to the other humans, and kind of pave that way for them. So she goes, and I think that's probably the furthest I want to say before spoilers. She goes through the caves and meets that human race with it.
Perfect. So yes, moving forward, we will definitely be talking spoilers. So for anyone that doesn't want to be spoiled, maybe click off, read the book, come back. We do have a comment. Hello, Keisha. Didn't read the book, but wanted to see your faces. Well, hi. Thanks for popping in. Miss you. I haven't talked to you in forever.
She just sent me a message earlier today, but I was at work, and so I still need to. I ran home to this, and then I'll listen to it, Keisha.
Alrighty. So, oh my gosh, my dog. I fed him, took him out. I'm like, okay, you're good.
You're a happy dog.
Yes, leave me alone.
But I love him.
Because I'm not paying attention with him, he's jumping all over the place. Look at me, look at me.
Is it the husky?
Yeah. Yep. And good gravy. It is shedding season. Holy cow. It's snowing in my house. I have to vacuum twice a day.
Oh my gosh.
And I brush him. I have to brush him outside. Otherwise, there's just fur everywhere.
Yep.
So, okay. Now, usually I do save this question for the end, but I'm super curious. Did you come up with a fan cast for anybody?
Okay. So I didn't come up with specific. It's funny because I did. Okay. The aliens were the ones that I came up with more because of the description. So for some reason in my mind, and I'm not going to remember any of the alien or non-aliens, the
Wanami. Yeah.
Wanami. So the Wanami is the race that was abducted by aliens and has come back, and they're giants. And the Colina, the Colina,
Mm-hmm.
was supposed to be this enormous woman with fat rolls and just like she was always talking about stomping on Ruth Baker. And I don't know why, because this is not anywhere similar to what
Mm-hmm.
it said. I kept on thinking of the Moisturize Me from Doctor Who. I don't know if you've seen the
I haven't
episode
seen
where
that.
maybe I'll bring it up, but like this is a very classic Doctor Who where um, this woman has like pinched and tucked and done so much that she's just a skein of skin
Mm-hmm.
on this frame, and it's just a face, and she's just a piece of skin now and this giant frame, and she has to be moisturized at regular intervals, and she goes, moisturize me, and they spray her down. I don't know why, but that's what I thought of. Even though it's just a piece of skin, it's not like the Colina was so annoying to me that like
Mm-hmm.
kind of reminded me of that character where she was not exactly a villain, but she was very high and mighty and like
Yeah.
was like, you need to do this for us, but like I might stomp on you if you annoy me. So I wonder if I could. I don't even remember what. I'll just type in moisturize me because that will come up.
Ooh,
Um,
careful there.
no, it comes up right away. Moisturize.
Okay.
It does.
Like the internet's a scary
Oh
place,
yeah, yeah,
especially
yeah,
with that phrasing.
yeah. Like I said, this is just like that's all she is. She's a piece of, and
Oh
that's
my
all I could
goodness.
think of. And then the aliens, um, they literally sounded like the aliens, like those 2000, what you expected aliens to be like. They're like
Yeah.
they had bulbous like eyes, like
Mm-hmm.
I think they said they whatever the shape they said was basically like an oval, and
Mm-hmm.
they had tiny mouths, and they were very short. They were like 3 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, this is just like such a cliche alien type.
Yeah.
So there was those, and then Ronald. Do you know that SNL? He's a new SNL character, and he's a redhead on it. I'll show you him.
No.
That's
Okay.
who he was. Because let's see here, redhead SNL cast member. Yeah, yeah. This guy here
Okay.
up there. Yeah, his name is. Oh no, does it not tell me his name? Ben Marshall.
Okay.
And he's a comedian. And I don't know, this guy seems like he could be a serial killer and kind of reminds me of Ronald. And then I think those were the main ones that like really just popped into my head as I was reading it versus like Ruth Baker. I didn't even know it was a woman for a while.
Oh, really?
Like all of a sudden it took like they never said anything at the very beginning. They didn't say. Also, I wasn't audiobook listening, so
Mm-hmm.
so uh,
Was that a cat?
like
It
cat.
sounded like a child.
I know. She was just letting me have it. just like your dog doesn't like me. Doesn't like me talking. I like, and I did look at it. I thought it was weird because this is written by a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And the way it was written was like she had never met a woman before. Like Ruth Baker was very just wild to me.
Mm-hmm.
Or like what she would do. But yeah, at the beginning I was just like I had a man in my head, and
Mm-hmm.
then he's like I think the Wanami said something, and he said like female, or I forget how it finally came up, and I was like, oh, I need to I need to recast you. Apparently her name had never been said.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Did you have any that you might thought of?
I only have one definite one. I tried so hard to cast Ruth, but everyone, because she's supposed to be blonde, she's supposed to be 5'6", she's supposed to be 34, 32, something like that. And I tried so hard to envision like some common or well-known blonde
Yeah.
actresses, but just her personality, like none of them I could get to stick. So
Right,
I,
right.
I didn't end up casting anyone for her. But other than that, so Carlos slash Kecha, I'm not sure how
Yeah,
to pronounce.
Keisha or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's call him Carlos.
Okay, yes. So Carlos, I imagined as Javier Bardem, even though he's supposed to be like
Oh,
an older looking man. I feel
uh-huh.
like he could be aged up pretty well. But yeah,
Okay.
the whole time it's
Oh,
just Javier
interesting.
Bardem.
Huh. I mean, I like him. I thought of him more of like a, I don't know, like a very Javier Bardem is too sexy for me for him to be Carlos. I feel like that's my only thought is that like I thought of it being a, like an old man that was kind
Hmm.
of fatherly a little bit and stuff.
Hmm.
And I do not want Carlos or Javier Bardem to be my father. I want him to be my daddy. So,
Yeah.
but I get what you mean. Where
Hmm.
like that type of esque character.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody on Fable, uh, he posted a picture of these creatures from this one movie. I have never seen it, so I don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the engineers from the movie Prometheus, but this is what wow, that's really white,
Oh,
envisioned for the Wanami
uh huh.
people, just because they're bald, they're hairless, albinos. I found it very interesting that the women didn't have teeth.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
was like,
how are they
why?
talking?
And also like that to me is like, why would the men have it and why do the women not?
Yeah,
Like,
like what's the
how are
purpose?
they able? One's able to eat certain foods and the other's
Hmm.
not. Then
Hmm.
so it's like you lose that food intake.
Yeah. Although they mentioned avocados a lot, so maybe they just
Mm-hmm.
like live off avocados, which are pretty
Yeah,
mushy.
yeah,
So,
that's true.
yeah.
I thought more of what is that? The character in Star Wars
Hmm.
that like he is an evil character and Kylo Ren cuts him in half at one point.
Oh.
Like I thought of that more. I can't think of what his name is. He's like a giant and
Hmm.
he's kind of albino, bald head and everything. And that like I thought
Oh.
like those type of creatures. But like he's evil, so and
Hmm.
they were not like they weren't exactly passive in ways, but they kind of were.
There was mixed messaging when it
So
came to
much.
that.
Yeah, yeah. It was like, well, it was because of the virus that they were, but otherwise, I think that they were not aggressive exactly, but
Hmm.
they weren't just like they wouldn't have been passive if they didn't have to be.
Right. Well, because it's like on the one hand, like the entire time leading up to getting there in the
Mm-hmm.
uh Chincana,
Yeah.
I think it was called, that cave system.
Uh huh.
Carlos is like, you have to be respectful, you have
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
speak a certain way or they'll kill you, blah blah blah. And then the
Mm-hmm.
entire backstory that we get of them in that one
Mm-hmm.
chapter
Yeah.
is like they literally die of fright
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
hate confrontation.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, which is it?
Yeah. Like I guess they can like sit on you, but like she would just like say random things and they would
Mhm.
it's just like what just happened?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was interesting because sometimes she would say something and they would start freaking out, but then somebody else would say something and I was like, that didn't send them off the edge. Like
Right.
that I was like, that
Because
seemed
Ruth
like
was sassy.
yeah,
She
yeah.
was very sassy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's just about the book. I haven't finished yet, Yvette. Send me an update when you can. Okay, I will.
Thanks.
Um, I
I
was
mean,
just,
there was no sexy enough man in here to be Glenn Powell. Like,
well, that Dr.
oh,
Ramirez, because he
yeah.
had blue eyes, he looked German.
Yeah. No, he
And
was
she kept saying he
evil,
was super
and
sexy.
I can't have my Glenn Powell be evil. Like he is, unless he's like sexy evil, then I mean he kind of
Hmm.
was sexy evil, that guy.
Yeah.
No, I can't do Glenn Powell dirty like
Speaking of Glenn Powell, did you watch his new movie that How to Make a Killing?
No, not yet.
It's on HBO
Oh, it's the
Max.
one where like he's killing off all the family members.
Yeah.
I do want to see that. I
It
don't
was
have
pretty good.
HBO Max. It looks
Oh,
hilarious.
yeah. It was
That
pretty good.
character in my eye. Freaking cat.
Yeah. Yes, Keisha agrees with me. That was like that would terrify me if that happened in the middle of the night. If I had a
Oh,
cat
that
and it
cat,
just
my
did
cat.
that, I'd be like, "Oh
It's
my
funny because I
gosh."
say that whenever I hear like kids making yelling and stuff, I'll be like,
Mhm.
is that a cat or a kid? Because it, like cats can make that kind of yowling noise that sounds like a kid.
Yeah.
But no, that was just her. She was having a little bit of zoomies for a second there.
Oh. Must be that time of evening. Well, it's like you're 2 or 3 hours behind me right now.
It should be no, you're central, right?
Eastern, so it's
You're Eastern.
8:40.
Three
3?
hours.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, because you did 8 o'clock for me because I
Hmm.
have to be 5 o'clock is when I
Hmm.
get home by.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Scroll back
Which
up to the
movie?
top
Prometheus
here.
or
Huh?
which movie? The one that you just said, maybe? What movie? She says I love that movie.
I feel like it's probably not the one with Glenn Powell,
No, I
but
feel
I don't
like this is a bigger
remember.
problem. What book? What movie were we saying?
We
We
were
said
mentioning a couple.
Prometheus.
Oh,
We
yep, Prometheus.
oh look at that! I remember. I paid attention.
Ooh, I gotta stop leaning forward. The baby is like not happy.
Kicking you.
He is. He's like, sit up. Okay. So, what were overall thoughts of the book without saying your rating, because we'll save that for the end. And then, did anything surprise you?
Yeah. So for a short book, sometimes it felt long. um, I thought like it was said it was supposed to be cozy, and I just didn't feel very cozy. I don't know.
Mm.
Did you feel cozy? Maybe that's like a
It was,
misrepresentation.
yeah, it was too adventurous to be
Yeah,
cozy,
I
I
was like,
think.
this isn't cozy. So that's not exactly the book's fault. That's more like the marketing team's
Yeah.
fault. Um, but I felt like it took it had some turns along the way where when it described what they all were, like
Mhm.
where they're in the caverns and it goes to describe it, I was like, this felt very disconnected from the book,
Hmm.
where it was just like, okay, we're gonna just like data dump this to you,
Yeah.
and was like, it's good to get the backstory, but it was just like, I don't know how to give this information to you, so here it is.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, okay. So we got all that. What did surprise me, I guess, and it's also probably my own fault because I didn't read the premises, which I never do. But I mean, it makes sense. Cousins from my mind was going cousins from a distant son. These are going to be aliens.
Right. That's what I was
So
thinking.
I thought it was going to be a different species. Like, I mean, it is a different species, but they came from Earth. So
Hmm.
that part was a little bit of a surprise to me. And just her going back and forth between the real world and the other, I thought that was kind of interesting because I didn't think it was very easy to get to their world. So I was
Hmm.
surprised she was kind of doing it so much.
Especially
Uh,
for her, because it took her so much longer being like
yeah,
half their
than they did.
size.
Um, the fact that she just, this was where I was like, I'll talk about this later, but the fact she just was like, okay, and just went with him, and he's like, you
Hmm.
need to bathe. I'd be like, F this.
Yeah.
Like, excuse me, sir. Like, and then takes her, and she just like went right with it,
Hmm.
and then started just telling everybody about it when she came out. Like, wasn't very judicious about who she told. She's
Mhm.
like, oh, well, I'll just tell you. Oh, I'll just tell you. And each time it was like not a good idea.
Mhm.
Um, and uh, I thought it was, I thought the daughter was kind of funny having that daughter being like a child, but she was like 35 years old or something.
Yeah.
Um, I thought I wanted more about like the Kuma, I feel like.
Mhm.
Um, because it just like happens all of a sudden at the end that they just take them all back.
Mhm.
I was like, but we didn't get any interactions with them. I wish I had more about them. Um, and what was the other thing I was just thinking about? The Kuma and like their metal and their that like substance that can change
Mhm.
and everything. I thought that part was really interesting. I was
Mhm.
not surprised that Ronald was a douche. And like that
That
whole
did
thing.
surprise me a little bit, honestly.
Oh, I was like, for sure. Like, as soon as she brought him the gold, she was like, "Look at this gold." I was like,
Yeah.
"Why would you do that?" Like, he's all like, and so what did surprise me though was that Ramirez,
Mhm.
yeah, that Ramirez was working. Well, that Ronald worked for Ramirez,
Mhm.
and Ramirez knew that like Ronald was gonna attack her.
Mhm.
Like I didn't think Ramirez like he gave me the skeevies as well when she started telling him, and I was like, okay, he's being weird. Um, like I didn't have good vibes, and she just leaves with him after drinking champagne. I was
Yeah, she left
like,
way too easily with
she,
him. I'm like,
she like
girl.
she had no sense of like she left with this. At least he's an older gentleman. She left with him. She leaves with this
Mhm.
guy. I'm like, what do you? No sense of preservation at all.
Nope.
Yeah, tells Ronald like she saw Ronald be that way. Why would she not start feeling like a little sensitive towards?
Yeah.
Anyways, so what did surprise me and was super random was he's like, I'm with the CIA. I
Yeah.
was like, okay. Like, it's like, and that he like was as a CIA agent was only interested in the gold,
Mhm.
like wasn't interested in the civilization. I was like, I feel like as an agent you would be interested in both.
Right.
Um, and then that at the end that Pally,
Oh,
Palais,
Paloi, something like that.
Pal-
Palais, Paloi,
Palais, maybe Palais,
something.
the daughter of the Colina,
Uh-huh.
that she was pregnant.
Yeah, whoa, that was like,
That was just out of left field, and they were like
yes.
either Apu or Ronald raped her. I was
Yeah.
like, okay. And that part really threw me for a loop,
Yeah.
and just the ending in general threw me for a loop. That it was just like, and then she went to prison and for 3 years and
Yep.
got out, and now she's in I forget what.
Africa.
Yeah, in Africa. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
and that was the end.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of surprises that just kind of felt out of left field for me
Mhm.
sometimes. Um, Something I thought was a very interesting topic, though, was when they talked about the monkeys that
Mhm.
they had geneticized to look basically like humans.
Mhm.
And she was very upset. And they brought up the fact that we do the same things to animals as well. I
Mhm.
was like, that's, pretty interesting topic about that, where um, that if like a horse ran away from you, you would go back and catch it again.
Mhm.
Like, this is my horse, I own it. So she was like, well, if the monkey ran away from you, would you let it be free? And they're like, no, it's my monkey. Like,
Mhm.
of course I'm gonna go get it. And so I just thought it was really interesting where they were like, you just care because it looks like you.
Mhm.
I was like, that was pretty deep right there.
Yeah.
So that whole scene was really interesting, I thought.
Yeah. I
What
thought
about you?
it made sense too because all the Wanami kept saying like she looked like a
You're a mom.
monkey. They thought she
Yeah.
was a monkey. And then when she saw what they were talking about, she's like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, I see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Um, oh, in-laws are about to pop in for a minute, so I've got to head out, catch up with y'all. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for popping in. Um, oops, no, not the timer. Gosh darn it. Okay.
Greetings, Prince. What do you think?
So overall, I think I liked it. I was kind of surprised by the humor because I knew it was supposed to be humorous,
Mm-hmm.
but I was like, okay, we'll see about that. But I did. I thought there was a lot of humor in it. The beginning more so felt very like that screwball humor of like old Hollywood films.
Mm-hmm.
Just like I don't know, the banter back and forth, especially between Ruth and Carlos.
Uh-huh.
So I liked that. And I think that too was why I had a would you please go lay down or something? Go. He's just sitting here breathing in my space. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Hilarious. Breathing.
Go. I'm gonna put you in your crate.
Oh, you did it to yourself, little one.
Go lay down. Um, but I think that's why I had a hard time like casting somebody for her because just the way that she would carry herself, especially in the beginning of the book.
Mm-hmm.
Also, too, I was like, what time period is this in? They do eventually say 2026,
Mm-hmm.
but up until that point, and that was like what, three-quarters of the way through, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
Up until that point, I was like, this could totally take place like in the 1920s.
Yeah, I don't think I really remember references to cell phones.
Mm-mm.
So that's normally where you kind of start thinking 2000 and later. But yeah,
Yeah.
20, 2006 would be right at that time.
Hmm. Um, but yeah,
You know that
isn't
one chick from Riverdale, Mendez? She just was in the latest. Um, she was in a movie just recently.
was she the one with the dark hair?
Yes.
Kind of. I only watched like the first half of season one and I wasn't
Uh,
interested.
yeah. It got weird. I read like what the ending of that TV show was,
Hmm.
and apparently she told her like latest. She was just in a movie, that not Incredible Hulk, the Masters of the Universe. So
Oh, I haven't seen that.
she was just in that, and she was like telling her co-star how Riverdale ended, and he was like didn't believe her
Yeah.
because it was so wild, like how it ended up, and he's like, no, that can't be it. Like she's like, yeah, that's how it ended. It's like, oh my gosh. Camila Mendez.
Okay.
I completely forgot that she was blonde throughout that
Hmm.
whole thing. Never even crossed my mind. So it was more like this type of haircut, and this is more how I saw her.
Okay. I could
Like
see that.
short hair,
Well,
kind of
she could
spunk.
dye her hair
Yeah,
blonde.
exactly. I
Yeah.
think her is how I would envision. Like I was envisioning a dark haired person
Okay.
and like just short, spunky kind of
Yeah.
girl. So that's probably who I would fan cast her as.
Hmm.
Because I was trying to think, I was like, I know there's this one person I keep on thinking in my head, and that's who I thought a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't remember like her personality or the way that she carried herself, so I can't like put the two images
Did
together.
you watch um, Brooke and Peyton in One Tree Hill?
I think that was another one that I started season one and I wasn't into it.
No, I love One Tree Hill. That was like my bread and butter when I was in high school. So
Oh,
good.
see,
Anyways,
I think I just started watching it like past the
so
time that it was
after,
popular. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I'm like, well,
I was
this is
gonna
old.
compare it to a girl in there. I was like, it was like her, but that doesn't
Oh,
help you at all.
nope. Nope. Um, what else? I kind of liked as annoying as she was, the Colina, like some of
Mhm.
the things that she would say, like there was one they were talking about the men, and the Colina said something about
Oh,
men having power or whatever.
yeah.
And she's like, wait, the men have power?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Ruth is like, most of it, unfortunately. And
Mhm.
she's like, and you let them? It's
Yeah, yeah,
like,
that part I love.
yeah.
And you let them? It's like, yeah,
So, yeah, stuff
mistakes
like,
were made.
yeah, yes. But yeah, like there was just like little things like that throughout, and I highlighted some stuff um that I thought was funny or just kind of like, okay, I like where your head's at.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
interestingly, the author, she had like a very unique upbringing. I can't remember her full biography, but she's here, let me pull it up on Goodreads real quick.
Yeah.
Um, because I don't think she's
I also just in general like how Ronald was killed.
yeah,
I really liked that part.
and I was not expecting that at
I
all.
know, like all of a sudden it happened, and I actually reread it twice because I was like, whoa, like, and
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that part.
I felt bad though for or Chu.
Yeah, yeah, I forget his name, but
Yeah.
Ochu or something. Yeah, and he was like
He's like, oh,
didn't realize his
I
strength.
killed one of your
Yeah,
people. I'm so sorry.
yeah, yeah. I honestly thought he was gonna die from doing that.
Oh
Like
no.
freak out so
Yeah.
much that he was like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it wouldn't have made much of a difference based on how it ended, but
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, so Tamar, she was born and raised in the Belgian Congo. Her parents were missionaries to a tribe. So yeah,
Oh.
she like grew up in Africa. And she
I
just
will
has
say
like,
the way she portrayed Peru felt very authentic.
yeah.
Like talked about the buses and that the truck had the tarp on top of it and
Yeah.
they were just sitting in it. Like that was very authentic.
Yeah. That part was kind of funny too, and how she kind of like snuggled up next to Carlos
Yeah,
so her
because
head
he
didn't
was
have to
tall
touch the
enough. I
tarp.
was like, that's really funny. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I usually I like to do a mood board for the books,
I
but I
like
was
the
just trying to
board.
get through this so quickly. I probably still will, and I'll
Yeah,
post
yeah.
it on the Instagram, but just because there was so much like oh my gosh, words, like visual
Yeah.
stuff.
I
Yeah.
felt that way too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the pyramids,
Mhm.
talking about them all in gold.
Mhm.
Just when the Colina died, like that part was, I mean, you're not gonna put it on your vision board, but
Right.
like that part was just like really not detailed, but just she wrote it really well.
Yeah. Yeah. Like it was really easy to visualize that scene.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I thought it was funny too how a lot of our idioms from like our world or our society, they have, but there's like a twist on them.
Yeah.
Like when Carlos said like silence is wooden instead of silence is golden because
Hmm.
they have no purpose for the gold, but
Yeah.
wood is like a rare commodity.
Which I didn't understand why wood was a rare commodity. Maybe on the ships that makes sense, but like,
Because they're in
right?
a forest, but
Right? Like
maybe
I
they
didn't
don't cut
understand.
down trees.
Yeah, I didn't quite understand that part.
Yeah.
I was like, unless they're in a bit. I thought they were in a forest, but maybe they were in a barren volcano.
Well, I think like there was the center part, which was where the Colina's palace or whatever was. But I think like on the outskirts of it is where the
Was
forest was because
yeah,
that's where the Wanami would live
right,
to be more
right.
protected.
Yeah, so I didn't quite get that they were like it's a precious thing and
Mm,
gold isn't. And I was like,
mhm.
it feels like you have almost the same amount of both
Yeah,
where you live, but
yeah. That just dawned on me. She had a wooden like bowl
oh, yeah, that was
basically.
supposed to be her crown.
That just dawned on me that normally it would be a gold crown, but
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
wooden.
Yeah. That's what she kept on being like. Isn't my she even said something like don't you think my crown is beautiful? And Ruth was like, oh well, wood, we basically wipe our butts with it,
Yep.
like. And then the Colina gets all upset and she's like, no, it's a very nice crown. Like, but yeah, just like a wooden bowl on top of her head.
Yeah. Did you have a favorite character?
um I did like quite a few characters. Like I liked Carlos.
Hmm.
And I did like Ruth. I think she made questionable decisions,
Yeah.
but I did in general like Ruth.
Hmm.
And I really liked the scientist,
Hmm.
Ochul or Ochu.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are probably my favorites.
Hmm.
I thought the Colina was interesting, and her daughter. Um, I was getting a little tired of the ooh,
Yeah. Ooh, mama.
like everything. Ooh, mama. Ooh, Ruth Baker. Ooh, ooh. I was like,
Yeah.
why is this in front of like? She's
Yeah.
supposed to be childlike, which I get, but
Hmm.
if your child started saying ooh in front of everything, I think you would like just like stop it.
Yeah. Yeah, that definitely got old. And there was someone on the Fable discussion when they DNF'd, they're like, if I hear that one more time.
I can't imagine if I was listening to it in audio, like hearing that person have to say ooh every single time. I would
Well,
go nuts.
all of the Wanami, because their voices are supposed to be so high pitched. So if they were
Yeah.
like
Yeah, yeah.
authentically
Maybe that's why they
portraying
didn't have
them,
the audible. They were
maybe.
like, this would not go over well. Yeah.
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 Ooh.
They even had like parts where the Wanami, she would like laugh and it was a high pitched whistle and it made Ruth like need to throw up because it was so intense. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That was really interesting.
But Carlos, he had a deep voice, right?
Yes, because he
Okay.
was mix.
Right.
He was
Like
he,
Inca and Wanami.
yes.
And there's a
Yeah.
word for it. I can't remember. Like, yeah, starts with a Y.
Right.
But
Forget what it is now. But yeah.
see, even though he's supposed to be old, I stand by my Javier Bardem
Ah,
casting because I don't know. I kind of liked him. Like I thought,
oh, I did
not
too.
that I thought there was anything romantic between
Mm,
him and Ruth, and she
right.
even spoke about him as like a grandfatherly figure.
Yeah.
But the way that he was portrayed, I'm like, I yeah, I can
Yeah.
see it.
I like it.
Maybe
Yeah.
not for Ruth, but for me.
Yeah, for me. Yeah. But I don't think I could see Javier Bardem putting his head down and letting the Colina put. He'd be like, "No, lady."
He's very much a feminist though.
Yeah, true.
So maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, have a
Mm,
woman's civilization.
yeah,
I do like that.
he would respect a matriarchy for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so being as this is a sci-fi book club, let's talk about some of the sci-fi elements. So what were some of them, and do you feel like they enhanced the story, or it was kind of just thrown in there as part of the plot, but didn't really play a big role?
Yeah, I thought there were quite a few elements. I mean, the first one, aliens, they always
Hmm.
are science fiction, but I what I really wanted more of was that Kuma element.
Yeah.
Like as soon as they started talking about that, that was very interesting. They talked about the virus and
Hmm.
they took this civilization, took them onto a spaceship. They changed their genetics. They gave them a virus so that they would be docile, kind of not docile, but because they
Hmm.
still had issues and tensions, but that as soon as they have fear or anger, they may end up ending themselves.
Hmm.
And that was like a trait that they did because they were slaves, that they wanted to make sure that they weren't able to like rise up or anything.
Hmm.
um so like that element of changing the genetics and everything. um and then bringing them back to Earth and saying that they were still there, and kind of reminded me a little bit of Dungeon Crawler Carl, because
Yes.
yeah, because they were
I got
saying
that
that
too.
they harvest from different places,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, that was totally what happened in that one. So I thought of that. What else was there? Uh, Talked about the like science and the those were the ones that really stood out to me
Hmm.
on all of them.
Yeah. And like that substance that the scientist had.
Yeah. Well,
That
did it have a different name, or was it? I thought he said it was Kuma
there
or
was
Coom.
it
He's
was
called it
like
Coom.
it's like I think it starts with a W. It's like I can't remember. There is a word for it,
Okay,
but when he was trying to describe it to Ruth, he's like,
this is Coom.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it was weird. He's like, stop trying to relate it to things that
Hmm.
you know of in your world
Yeah.
because it's what did he call it? Avocados to potatoes.
Yeah. 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 Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That part was really interesting
Hmm.
for it, and they talked about um that Colina,
Hmm.
um they the women couldn't have babies anymore. They were not, they were having them and they weren't living.
Hmm.
And then the Kuma was like, oh, I was artificially inseminated. Do you have that on like in yours? And she's like, yeah. She's like, how do you feel? Like, do you enjoy it? She's like, what? Like, lady, never done that before. And also mind
Right.
your business. So I thought that part was kind of interesting, that like
Hmm.
they've created that on their own.
Hmm.
They didn't have our civilization to do that.
Hmm.
They did it on their own as well.
Yeah.
So those were the ones. I thought that
Yeah.
was interesting.
I thought that the book kind of did a pretty good job because like this civilization, it's like an ancient civilization, but at the same time so futuristic because
Right.
of the sci-fi elements thrown in there. So it was kind
Yeah.
of giving like Wakanda,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
how they have like their secret
Definitely.
society, but there's like a lot of
Uh-huh.
influence, like
Yeah.
high tech, futuristic
Yeah. And
type stuff.
they don't need like earthlings
Yeah.
to do that for them. They did
Hmm.
it on their own.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
thought it was a big part of the story. Wasn't just like a little piecemeal here and there.
Yeah. Do you think though, if the sci-fi stuff was not part of it and it was just this ancient civilization, that the story potentially could have been like the same? Maybe obviously not the alien abduction coming
Right,
back to Earth
exactly. I'm
portion,
thinking
but
of
like these
like
giant creatures.
yeah, like these giant creatures that have like hidden themselves from us
Hmm.
for a long time. I think it could be like anything that is not the same as us.
Hmm.
We prejudice
Hmm.
against. I don't know if that's a word, but there's always that, like, they technically were humans.
Hmm.
So so just the difference in having to reinstate themselves into our civilization, it's always going to be a problem. There's always going to, like, they would be tested. They
Hmm.
would, like, would their civilization survive if they enter into and expose themselves to
Hmm.
us? So I thought that it touched on very social issues,
Hmm.
but in a grand way.
Hmm.
Whereas like these issues are true to our culture now, um, and they showed it through sci-fi.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, it's interesting that you brought up prejudice because I do bring that up in a question. So, the fear and prejudice, like, is that inevitable when encountering the unfamiliar, or is that something? Because I was nervous when they wanted Ruth to kind of go back into the real
Oh
world
yeah.
to tell people and try to get
Mhm.
help with their scientists because they're trying to like find a cure for this virus, that was immediately my thought is
Mm-hmm.
no,
It's not going to
that's
work.
not going to go well.
No. And it didn't.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. I thought, I just, I think it is inevitable within our society. I think
Yeah.
that she needed to find the right people
Mm-hmm.
to bring within, and she didn't have those people. I think there are
Right.
definitely people out there that are willing um, to have and obviously she's one of them actually.
Mm-hmm.
So there are those groups, and but in the end, even if you do have those groups of people who are accepting, at one point they're going to meet somebody who's not, and
Mm-hmm.
will that be the end of it?
Right.
So
Right.
I don't know, like if I was the one that had to reintroduce them, I would absolutely fail. I would have no idea how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then she became the person who was persecuted for it.
Mm-hmm. And it kind of goes both ways too, because the Wanami had prejudices against
Oh yeah.
Ruth, like
Yeah,
calling
I
her a
thought it was really
monkey and
interesting that
she's ugly
they're
and
asking her for something,
yeah.
yet a lot of them, even the ones that say they really like her,
Mm-hmm.
like still are making fun of her,
Mm-hmm.
and almost like if she said any of those things, it wouldn't be allowed.
Right.
But it's like you it's kind of double sided. You
Mm-hmm.
want me to be the one to help you and introduce you and not have a prejudice against you, but you're calling me, ugly and furry, and
Yeah.
like she wasn't always being like, "Hey, Baldy, what's up?" Like
Yeah.
she wasn't doing that.
Right.
Um,
Like we would hear her own internal dialogue
sure.
about how they look, but like she
Well,
she never said it out loud.
yeah, like they like stunk so badly to her, but
Mm-hmm.
she internalized it and
Mm-hmm.
didn't be like, ooh, you stink. Like I can't. No, you're so bad smelling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a lot more nudity in this than I was anticipating as well. Like because she obviously was nude. Ronald,
What?
Ramirez,
Wait, when were they? They wore the outfits. I thought.
she didn't let them.
No, only Ramirez. She didn't let.
Well, because remember when the healer or whatever had to do that wand thing over
Yeah.
Ronald and they flipped him
Yeah.
over
Yeah. They did say
and
he was
they
naked.
wanted to get a closer look and they're like,
Uh
nope,
huh.
he can't
Yeah.
help
Yeah.
make babies.
Yeah. That's true. I do remember that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the one that really didn't shock me or anything, but the funny one was Ramirez, that she was just all like, "Yes, the men don't wear clothes."
Yeah.
Like, too bad. But like, she was like watching him and just was like, "But damn that ass!"
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
do you think he survived
No.
in the caverns?
No, not at all. Good riddance too.
Yeah.
I was that part actually kind of scared me, like putting myself in his shoes. Like if I were to wake up in the
No money.
darkest dark that I've ever seen, not knowing where I'm at, how to get out, I would pull a Wanami and just like end it right there.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be horrible.
Yeah,
Whew.
yeah,
Yeah.
and he was far in there too, so it wasn't like,
Hmm. That was really clever of her, though, I think,
mhm.
how
Yeah,
she did that.
yeah.
So, um, okay. What real world issue do you think the book comments on most effectively, and did that message resonate with you? I thought that I had something for this one, and now I can't think of it. And maybe we already talked about it. I'm not sure. But anything speak to you on that?
Nothing further. I think we talked about the prejudice,
Mm-hmm.
um, like a matriarchy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I thought, and this is from a Christian perspective. I
Mm-hmm.
thought that I had a little bit of trouble with it because some of it was kind of sacrilegious to me, where they were like praying to the Kuma and
Mm-hmm.
like come save us and all these things, and I was like, it's a little touching on some stuff that I don't really agree with.
Mm-hmm.
So that part was part. I thought, how do I want to say it? I thought it was good because the author wasn't saying like this is right or anything
Mm-hmm.
like that. It was just the way, and that can happen in any civilization that they praise a false effigy, and they're praising to these aliens, you
Mm-hmm.
know, come deliver us and everything like that. So I thought I took it from that perspective
Mm-hmm.
where civilizations can some similar to like indigenous people that might see somebody with a phone for the first time or something
Mm-hmm.
and think, oh, this is like a godlike creature, and that's what the Wanami had seen with the Kuma, that they're like these
Mm-hmm.
godlike creatures. So thought
Mm-hmm.
that part was kind of interesting, and that you're praying over it and everything. I was thinking that it was going to get a little Lord of the Flies, and it did a little bit with like Apu, um, being he was doing like the whole scare tactic
Yeah.
of what's the word when you get a bunch of people together, gang, not gang, but like what's the
um,
you know what I mean, like when you like you get a bunch of people together who are all scared about something, and then they
yeah.
start almost
Like
riding.
fear mongering kind
Yeah,
of.
kind of like that. There's a certain word for it's like it's basically what happens in Lord of the Flies. It's a word for it, and it's like
Gotcha.
everybody is they start off fine. They have we're gonna do this, and then a leader gets established, and then if somebody has a fear and they're able to grab everybody. So that's
Mm-hmm.
kind of how I felt was going on with Apu, and he was getting people to be turn and be on
Mm-hmm.
his side. And that happens all the time. Like I think one for us was that happened with COVID,
Mm-hmm.
where everybody's fine, but then somebody coughs and everybody's just like about to kill that person, be like, you're gonna you're so irresponsible, you're gonna kill us. And it's just like, I got some dust in my throat. And
Yeah.
like people are literally out there ready to end you.
Mm-hmm.
um so that one I thought was interesting with him kind of, and the fact that they didn't read, that that one priest or what
Mm-hmm.
priestess was reading the scratch marks, and she's like, well, what does it say? She's like, well, I don't read, I've memorized it.
Right.
And none of them could say what it meant. And like Apu was just saying it means hideous,
Mm-hmm.
and no, it means I forget the word, but
Like
beautiful,
comely or something.
comely.
Yeah.
And like how you can change the narrative if you want, and
Mm-hmm.
how like that happens all the time with books where you can interpret it differently and then
Mm-hmm.
you lose the meaning over time.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought of that with that, where you know he could have changed that priest's mind, and maybe years down the road they start changing it and saying it's it's ugly. And
Mm-hmm.
then what if other things in it change, and it like that telephone thing where it's like down the road it means something completely different.
Yeah. Yeah. That he was also kind of using like because that's essentially like their sacred text in a way. And like he was using that to get people to turn against Ruth.
Yeah, to instill more fear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm glad Carlos spoke up and was like, no, that's not what it says at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the priestess was like, maybe it says this, you know. Didn't know
Yeah.
what to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like how Ruth, she's so like logical. And she's like, okay, simple
None of you
fix.
read?
Let's just go look at it. And they're
Yeah.
all like, no, we can't do that.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
That was wild to me that they were like, we don't read it. And I was like, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they were
It's like,
supposed to, they're sciencey, but then they didn't read, which was a little counterintuitive.
exactly. It's like, yeah.
They had the primitive side, but they also had
Hmm.
the the science portion.
Yeah. Yeah. So did it end how you expected? Were you satisfied with the ending?
No, I was not satisfied with the end. It it was a rock rolling down a hill at the end. I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
as soon as as soon as she got back to the Uka, whatever,
Hmm.
I forget what it's called, Uka something.
Hmm.
As soon as she got back, as soon as she got rid of no, Ramirez.
Ramirez.
Yeah.
Hmm.
As soon as she got rid of, even that part was a little weird that he's like, I'm CIA. I was like, what? Like, so random. Um, yeah, as soon as she got there, it just snowballed out of control for me. I was
Hmm.
just like one thing after another. They're dead. Okay. The Kuma took them back. What? And then
Yeah.
she's pregnant. And then she goes to jail. And she's there for 3 years. And then she's in Africa. It was like, what just happened? And you never hear like, did the Kuma come back? Like, what happened?
Right.
I, yeah, it went real fast and had no like finality to it.
Hmm.
And I
Yeah.
guess like I'm fine with you leaving it open ended, like will they return?
Right.
Something like that. But it just felt like, and we're done.
Yeah. That's kind of what it felt like too, is the author's like, I'm not sure how to end this, so we're
Yeah,
just gonna end it.
yeah.
Like,
She's in jail. How do I get her out? I don't know. Like, why
yeah, I
did
def
she go to jail? I forget even now.
um well, she was never her charges ended up being dropped or something. Like
Oh
they
yeah,
they couldn't end up bringing anything against
yeah.
her officially.
She left the cave and they arrested her. But
Yeah.
also, how did they know the cave entrance? It was supposed to be like a secret place. Like, how did
Well,
they find her there?
Ronald and well, I don't know if Ramirez knew, but Ronald definitely knew because he brought those three thugs. So I was just kind of thinking like they must have
Oh,
talked and
okay.
it got
So,
out
yeah,
because
yeah.
Carlos, when he came to visit her in prison, he said like now that that entrance has been discovered, like he had to find a different one
Mm-hmm.
so that he could go in and out without being detected.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I will say, you didn't say like who was your least favorite characters. It was that family that's like she went to.
oh, those like really rich people.
Yeah, and she's like thought of her as her second mom, and they were gonna
Yeah.
like basically show her off, be like, "Ooh, she believes in aliens. Let's
Hmm.
embarrass her." I was like,
Yeah.
that family pissed me off.
Yeah.
I was really mad.
Yeah. I didn't like how that
Played
turned
out.
out.
Like I was like, "Oh, she's got this pseudo mom. That's really nice." And the guy seems creepy. Like if it had just been that, fine.
Hmm.
The what the woman was also nasty. I was like, no.
Yeah. 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 I definitely would have liked to see more,
Yeah,
especially the Kuma
yeah.
coming back.
Yeah. Like
Like
even if
if
we had just been like and she stepped outside the prison and saw something in
yeah.
the air and that was the end or something like
Yeah.
that. It just was like and she was in Africa.
Yeah. Or like I think I was hoping for more of like when she goes back and she can't find anyone but the monkeys are just like running around everywhere.
Hmm.
I would have liked to see like maybe she goes back and she sees evidence or maybe the tail end of the Kuma like taking
Oh
them.
yeah, yeah.
Like
Like
that would have been a
that
little
would have been
better.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it was just it felt so random. Like she goes back and everyone's gone except for Palais, whatever, and Carlos.
Hmm.
And then obviously his nephew and her mom because they're dead.
Yeah.
But
Quicha was her name. His name,
yeah.
right?
Who?
Carlos's name?
Oh,
Quicha?
yeah, something like, oh, I think I came up with like five different pronunciations. There's like too many vowels in a row. It was
There
like
were a lot.
U, E, Y.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, hmm. But yeah, definitely a strange ending. I'm
Hmm.
glad that we got to see her out of prison because I didn't realize
Yeah.
that the epilogue was there.
Oh, okay.
So when I got to the final, what I thought was the final chapter, I'm just like, oh,
Really?
what?
Just leave her there? Yeah.
So, I mean, the
Yeah.
epilogue helped a little,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you know. Anyways, okay, so we already talked about the fan cast. We did kind of mention other movies and stuff, but anything else that you would recommend to people if they liked this book?
Um. Oh yes. I would recommend the fourth Indiana Jones movie.
Okay, is that the Crystal Skull or
Yes,
something?
the
Okay.
Crystal Skull.
Yeah.
So I would recommend that movie.
Okay.
Um, Archaeologists, aliens.
Hmm.
So
That's
um,
perfect, actually.
yeah, I actually was thinking about that one a lot.
That's awesome.
Um, yeah, that was the main one.
Yeah.
We talked about Dunder Crawler Carl a little
Hmm.
bit for, I mean, very briefly. Like
Hmm.
humor, yeah. If you like the humor and you
Yeah.
think like them coming to different places harvesting,
Yeah.
that's where it gets that from.
And then also maybe like the characters, like especially like because there's lots of talk of like fat, disgusting characters
True. Yeah.
in
Yeah.
DCC. So that
Hmm.
kind of spoke to me in that
And
regard as
oh, you
well.
know what I didn't bring up that I really actually liked was the tiny animals.
Oh yeah. That was
They were
kind of
just
fun.
like, and it was like a jaguar. Oh. So
That
that was
make them
kind of
less
cool.
intimidating. Or like the anacondas that are the size of gardener snakes.
Yeah, they're just like little anacondas. I was really sad about the little bird that the eagle came in and killed. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, why would you do that? but but otherwise, that was really fun.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Any others you think of?
Well, for a game,
Ooh,
Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West,
ooh, I've
because
heard of good things about
love it. Oh my gosh, love it, love it. It's like my favorite game. I play it
that.
just over and over and over. But because they are like a primitive people, but they're very, very far in the future.
Mm.
So there is a lot of futuristic technology
Oh,
and
yeah.
sci-fi. So
Mm-hmm. Horizon Zero Dawn. That's
that's
the
the
one you
first
like?
one.
Oh,
Yep.
okay, perfect.
And then the second one is Forbidden West. There is going to be a third game,
Ooh.
but it probably won't be out until like 2030 something,
Is
unfortunately.
it adventure RPG? Like,
Um, okay, so to be completely honest, I'm not really sure what like the RPG, like I know that's role-playing game,
yeah, yeah.
but like I don't really know how to label that as far as the game goes. Like you play as one character.
Okay, yeah,
Her
that's
name's
good.
Ayla. Is that what that is? Okay.
Yeah, basically, you're playing a role within the game, and
Yes. Yep.
you're like, um, yeah, it's a game that's more like tells a storyline, and you're a
Yes.
character in it.
Yep. Yep. And there's only one character to be.
Okay,
So,
huh,
yeah.
I like that.
It's amazing.
I'll have to look into it because
Yeah.
it's only from 2017, so it's like not
Hmm.
too super old.
Yep. And
Um,
it is only on PlayStation. I'm pretty sure, but like if you have PlayStation Plus, both games, I think both games, definitely Zero Dawn. I guess I don't know if Forbidden West is on there, but they're on the PlayStation Plus subscription, so you
it's
can
only like
stream it that way.
$45 right now.
Yeah.
Might have to get it.
So,
Nice.
yeah. But other than that, just a little bit of the Dungeon Crawler Carl that we already talked about.
I like what you said about Wakanda.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. But other than that, I don't think, I mean, maybe like anything that had like Jungle Cruise, maybe the movie
Mm,
Jungle
hmm.
Cruise, just
Yeah,
because
yeah.
of like the archaeology and the
Right.
historical, like, you know, and the
Yeah.
humor.
Yeah, if we
So
were just talking about anything like archaeology, I had a few, but I was like, but it was nothing like this book.
yeah.
Like, it has archaeology, and that's
Yeah.
where it ends.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe even like the mummy too, a little bit.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was gonna say, okay, this is a stretch. This is if you like the fact that they were in like hidden in a secluded place
Hmm.
and civilization could get them.
Hmm.
The Bridge Kingdom.
I haven't read that. I've heard
Mm,
it's really good though.
he is really good. Yeah, you should. If you're in a slump, read that.
Okay.
They're
That's
they're pretty short too, which is kind of nice. They're like a decent size like fantasy.
and that's by like Danielle Jensen or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
not that long.
That's not bad for fantasy at all.
Yeah, yeah, super digestible. It's 4 book series, but it's
Okay.
like two and then two. You
Okay.
follow characters in this one, and it's different characters in the other two.
Hmm.
So if you want to finish after the first two, you can.
Hmm.
But yeah, I like that one. Has that kind of same settings. Nothing else the
Hmm.
same as this book, though. Not aliens, not like none of that, but
Yeah.
just that like civilization in a secluded setting.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, do you have any final thoughts before you tell us your rating?
No, the little animals was my final thought, I think. I was just like, oh yeah, I remember just loving the little animals. They were
Do
really
you
fun.
think you'll read by this author again? Because she has a lot of books,
Oh,
which
really?
I did not realize. Yeah.
I did not either. The name sounded super familiar until that's right, I did look it up. She's got a ton of cozy mysteries,
Okay.
which
Maybe
I
that's why it was marketed as cozy, because that's typically what she writes.
that's probably what it is. And it's just
Mhm.
like, okay, like editor, please read the book. And
Yeah.
it was not really cozy. They're
No.
talking about them just like uh but oh no, I would definitely read these. These look I remember I did look at it and I was like, oh yeah, fun. So I would read these 1 star.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, I was at 2 stars
Uh-huh.
because I was just like, yeah, info dumped me here.
Hmm.
And then stuff was happening. I was like, this is kind of interesting. The characters are just offing themselves, but you never know when it's going to happen. Like,
Hmm.
this seems to turn them off, but this part, like, even though could be traumatizing, they're okay with. So I was like, this is inconsistent. And then the ending, I was just like, where?
Yeah.
Like, it just, I was, she seemed like a sensible ish woman, aside from like
Hmm.
going off with strangers.
Yeah.
But then, like, multiple times, they're like, hey, you could kill these people by saying this. And she just continues to do it. And I was like, you're being very insensitive
Yeah.
for somebody who's supposed to be like discovering cultures and caring about the people. You're just like, like
Yeah.
saying stuff to them. So yeah, it was a very interesting read. I do love jumping into this type of world though.
Mhm.
Like I liked I thought she did really well writing about archaeology.
Mhm.
I thought like going in when I got a bunch of I needed that Kuma. I needed more of them.
Yeah.
I needed more of like all of that. I was actually really interested when they were info dumping, actually, even though I was like, this was very disconnected and not done well. I
Mhm.
was super interested in it, though.
Mhm.
I was like, I don't like how you did this, but I'm really enjoying this part.
Yeah.
And so if it had been more of that, I would have enjoyed it more. And if like at the end it was more well rounded. And I
Mhm.
just really hated what they did for Palais. Like
Mhm.
that just was out of left field and just was not necessary, you know? Like, and there, and if it had been definitive, this person did it, they were
Hmm.
just like, and somebody maybe did it. I was like, if you're going to do that to somebody, like, don't be flippant about it.
Yeah.
When
I
she
agree that it wasn't done great. However, I think it kind of makes sense because, like,
she's so childlike and would just, oh, sorry, what were you going
yeah.
to say?
Well, no, I was just gonna say because, like, we don't know if the Wanami are coming back. So, like, that was really the only opportunity to ensure the species kind of
Mm-hmm.
continues on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I
Right.
agree that the
Yeah.
way that it was done and how casually, like,
Yeah.
oh, she was raped, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And
So,
yeah, it just, that I hated that just
yeah.
because one, they said didn't know who did it.
Hmm.
Two, because she was essentially a child.
Yeah.
Like, you can play it off like she was 35. She was a child-like mind.
Yeah.
And I,
She was supposed to be older because that's like around the time that they become of childbearing age. But
right.
they even said that her mentality was so far behind
Yeah.
like the
Yeah. Think of
typical
it as
Wanami.
like you think of it as a childlike mind, somebody with stunted mind growth.
Yeah.
You did that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is kind of icky for sure.
So icky.
Yeah.
I do see what you mean to continue the um, bloodline and stuff
Hmm.
like that, but like I don't know. I don't be so flippant about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
How about you?
Um, well, I don't know. Like, I don't want to say I struggled with the rating. I think my final rating is a 3,
Okay.
maybe a 2.5. I might
Yeah.
think on it for a day or two.
Yeah.
Um, I think there's definitely a lot that I wouldn't say I enjoyed per se, but I didn't hate it. And I
Yeah.
think, the reason that the fact that I could read this in 2 days without an audiobook, I think says a lot, like for me,
Hmm.
because if I hated it, oh my goodness, I probably wouldn't have been able to finish
I I there was times I was like, can I please just like I need to DNF this, but I was like, I'm gonna power through.
Oh, well, thank you for doing that.
No, I signed up to read it. It was a good. I always enjoy doing these anyways, so but it was for me. I struggled.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I do
Hopefully
love.
her cozy stuff is more up your
I
alley.
I think I will enjoy that maybe. Just because like some of the humor stuff I enjoyed,
Hmm.
and it feels more akin to a murder mystery or something. Like you can have more of that maybe. So
Hmm.
I'm interested to at least see what other things she's written,
Yeah.
and at least try one, and if
Yeah.
it's very similar to this and like doesn't make sense or something, I might be like, okay.
Yeah.
But I'll give her another try.
Okay.
Yeah.
I probably won't just because like cozy mystery is not something that I typically enjoy,
Yeah.
but do let me know if you
Yeah.
do read
If
it.
I did,
Like,
it's low on my list probably,
yeah.
just because also I read some cozy mysteries, but
Mhm.
they're not like the ones that I always gravitate to or anything.
Yeah.
So it would have to be one that I'm just like, okay, I need to get to this or something. There's
Yeah.
just so many other books to read. But if
Yeah.
it just pops up, I might read it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say no to it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm not gonna
Okay.
be like, gotta go out and get it though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, for sure. Like if it's on KU, like maybe.
I also love the cover. Like I thought it was
Yeah.
so pretty.
Yes, that's what drew me to it initially.
Yeah, when you showed it to me, I was like, this looks like a lot of fun. Like
Yeah.
I love the cover.
Yeah.
10 stars for them.
Alrighty. So, next month we will be reading Sublimation
Ooh.
by Isabel J. Kim. So this is the one where when you like emigrate to a different country, you stay in your original country, but then you're like cloned or have a doppelganger or something that goes to the new country.
Interesting.
It
Interesting.
yes, it sounds very interesting. So yeah, we'll be reading this in July. The live show is going to be July 30th, 8 p.m. Eastern, with Jordan of Sorry Book Solid. So yeah,
That
join
sounds like
us.
you read we had another book that you had that had the clone. It
Um,
was it was so good. I forget what it was.
oh, oh. Are you thinking of Made for You? I guess she's not a clone. She's like a synthetic woman.
That
That
was
must not
one
be
of
it.
them. No, it was another one, and they like he goes to outer space and then comes back.
Detour?
Detour. Yeah.
Okay.
That one was really good.
That one was very good. And the sequel was finally announced. I think it comes out in January.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was just like a
Yeah.
mind-blowing, like,
Yeah.
woo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember reading that and just being like, I was upset it was a single book though. Like that
Yeah.
it was a series.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like like you left me there. Like
And I don't
yeah.
think I knew that when I picked it.
Well, I think that it didn't really show it on there, and then we
Yeah.
found out afterwards or something. Ooh,
Yeah.
sublimation. That one looks good.
Oopsies.
No, not your fault, but I mean, definitely made me want to read the next one. So when it does
Mm,
come out, I'll read it.
yeah. Yeah.
Nice. So I'll put
So,
that one on my list to read.
yay. All right. Well, thank you for anyone that popped in. I saw we had a couple people pop in and watch for a little bit. So thank you for doing that. Anyone watching later, thank you. And thank you, Yvette, for co-hosting with me again.
You're welcome. That was fun.
Yay. All right. Well, everyone have a lovely evening, morning, afternoon, whatever time it is when you're watching this. And we will see you next month. So bye.